Wanna play? I choose blue. What do you choose? Let's see. Blue, please, please, please. I hope you got it. I choose green next. I choose green next. You choose. Then let's see who wins. Come on. I choose orange next. That's neutral. I choose blue. Oh, come on. Yeah. Hello guys, welcome to Tronic Synergy. Today we are going to do a fun project. Just the other day I went and bought this CD4017. It's a Johnson Decade counter. Decade counter means it contains 10 outputs. That's why you see these 10 LEDs down here. And this is how it looks. So this is the pin connections of the CD4017. And yes, so from pin number 1 to 7 these are outputs, and also 9 to 11 are outputs. Pin number 8 is the ground pin, 16 is the VDD where you power it, 15 and 13 we are going to put them to ground, connect them to ground. Pin number 14 is where we are going to feed our signal, which will be from an N555 a stable mode or oscillator mode. Then pin number 12 is the carryout. We're just going to leave this pin open. And then yeah, so this is the internal schematics. You can see it, just place it like that. Yeah, you can see the RS flip-flops, the inverters, the AND gates, and the pin connections right there, the pins, the pin outs. We'll carry out there. We have reset, we have the clock, we have the clock inhibit. So we'll go ahead and start. You should check the schematics, the data sheet of these integrated circuits to get to know the maximum ratings of how you can power it so that it works properly. So this is our project. Basically what we are going to do, this is a monostable mode, N55 in monostable mode. There's a push button here. Once we press this push button, it's going to turn this N55 for a specified period of time, according to the capacitor we are going to use. So the capacitor we are going to use here will be a 470 microfarad capacitor, and yes, that's the one we are going to use here. It's an electrolytic capacitor, and the output will be going straight to this transistor, which will be powering this a stable. Now a stable mode is another terms is the oscillator mode, is the one that is going to be fed into this CD4017 at the clock, yeah, pin number 14 at the clock, so that to turn this on, and the LEDs will be showing how we are or how the frequency of this N555 is. So yes, we are going to add some other stuff into this project to make it more fun and for us to enjoy doing. So this this capacitor here that's going to be controlling this N555, we are going to use let's say approximately 22 microfarad, but we'll just know when we get there. So this is my breadboard, and for already connected this is the CD4017, contains 16 pins. We'll check the schematic again to connect it well for it to work. We have added another N555 here and another push button here, which will be acting as the override. Will be resetting this. So once I press this, it will be resetting the CD4017 for it to start again, to start at the top, at the first output. So don't worry, we're going to be doing it slowly for you to understand. and the two NE555s are on the schematic. So this, we are going to connect it in a monostable mode, and this other one in an astable mode or an oscillator. So this is the one that's going to be driving this CD4017 at the clock pin number 14. So let's talk and let's start doing this. So we are going to start small. We are going to be placing, let's start by placing the positive and the negative, or the VCC and the VDD of these integrated circuits. Then from there we'll continue moving on. So check for the for an NE555, the first pin goes to ground and the pin number 8 goes to VCC. So you can see here, the first pin number 1 goes straight to ground and the other one goes to VCC. So we are going to connect that. Yes. So yes, I'm going to use some jumpers right here. Yes, that's fine. Then we connect its ground. Its ground. So the first one is okay. We go to the second one. Just move step by step for us to understand what's happening. Yes, that's fine. And ground. Now, the second NE555, which is driving CD4017, the ground pin does not go straight to ground. It has a transistor that is going to be driven by this monostable. So we'll go ahead and place this transistor for us to connect the ground pin at the collector, and the emitter will go into ground. So we'll just check if I have a BC547. You can use any NPN transistor that you have. Let me check. Yeah, this is a BC547. So I'll place it there in the middle. So this pin is the collector pin, this is the base pin, and this is the emitter pin. So emitter goes to ground, collector connected to this ground of this NE555, and then the middle pin will be connected to the output of the first NE555. So go ahead and connect those, then we can move on. And then we connect the negative of the NE555 like that. Now the middle pin, there's a R5 here. This is a 5. We're going to be using a 5.6 from the first NE555. So just looking for my resistors. Don't really know if I have them. Yeah. Yes. So just take a 5.6. Then from pin number 3, put it in this side. Yes. So from pin number 3 of this first IC to the base of this transistor. Now we are done with this connection. Okay, we're moving on. Now we are to this one. We go ahead and connect pin number 1 to ground, 8 to VCC. So pin number 8 to VCC like that, and then pin number 1 to ground. Pin number 1 to ground like that. Now we are done with that one. Now we can move to this IC. Then we are going to connect it. correctly. Now pin number 16 goes to power supply, and then pin number 8 goes to ground. So pin number 16, power supply. Now there will be a twist here. Since we are going to override this one, it means that its power supply won't be direct. There will be a transistor that is going to be controlled by this switch to override this. So we'll go ahead and take another BC547. Yes, BC547, and you're going to place it there. Okay, like that. There. Now this pin, we're going to connect it to power supply using a 1 kilo ohm resistor. After that, we're going to connect another resistor to its power supply, which is pin number 16. So I'm going to use a much lower, like this is a 10 ohm resistor. So from here, 10 ohm resistor like that to the pin number 16, and then this further pin, you go straight to ground, and the middle pin will be controlled by this NE555 output. So we connect from here straight to ground, we use this one, straight to ground like that. Then the middle one will be controlled by this NE555 by a 5.6K at its base. So 5.6 from pin number 3 of this NE555 to the base of this transistor. So I'm going to place it like that. Now we are done with the power supply of this CD4017. Now we are going to connect the ground pin directly. Just make this one pin number 8, ground pin, like that. Now once we are done with that, now we are done with the positives, we are done with the power supplies and the ground of these ICs. Now we can get to business. Now we'll start off here, this push button straight from VCC to ground. Okay, now we'll place a jumper from here directly to VCC. We're going to use a not longer one. This is okay, like that. And then the other pin goes straight to ground, like that. And then this pin, this side, before let me see now, here, okay, here. Now after switch, okay, it's before switch, this pin will be going straight into the NE555 pin number 2. So pin number 2, from here straight to pin number 2. Let me use a long jumper to pin number 2. Okay, to pin number 2. Now we can continue. Yes, so to pin number 2. Okay, there's a resistor here, so rather than using this jumper, we're going to replace it with a 5.6. Don't know why I didn't see that. Okay, then we can finish off these with another jumper. Yes. Okay, now we are done with that. Okay, hope we are moving on well. If I'm going too fast, you can rewind the video. Yes, now we are done with that. Okay, now we can connect the other pins. So from VCC 5.6, these are going to use a 5.6K. We just turn this well. So from VCC 5.6, and then you connect it to pin number 7 and pin number 6 before going to the capacitor. So I'm going to use small jumpers for us to get that what we need. So this first jumper is going to pin number 7, and the next one will go to pin number 6. Yes. Yeah, like that. Now we have already connected that. Now there's a capacitor here. We said we are going to use a 470 microfarad capacitor, and the positive is directly connected to the resistor, this resistor, and then the negative goes to ground. The negative is the this part where you see this this yes, that's connected correctly. Now the negative goes to ground. Goes to ground like that. And I think we are done with this first NE555. I think we have connected it correctly. Now at the same time, yes, at the same, okay, yes, and then its output is driving this transistor, which is triggering this stable mode. Now, okay, yeah, let's now connect this stable mode. Yes, stable mode. Pin number 2 connected to pin number 6 directly. Can use the jumper. Pin number 2 and pin number 6 connected directly like that. Then pin number 1 goes to ground. We are already done with that. Pin number 8 VCC. Pin number 7. Pin number 7. There's a resistor. Pin number 7, then another resistor, pin number 2, then capacitor to ground. So go ahead and take two 5 kilo ohm or 5.6. I'm just going to use 5.6 because it's a standard. Yes, now I've placed that one. Now first resistor, pin number 7. So we directly connect pin number 7 from that point. Just make sure it fits correctly. Now first resistor, pin number 7, then second resistor, pin number 2. So the second resistor. Now from here, pin number 2. This is the one. just make it so that it can fit in the breadboard correctly. Yes. Now once you're done with that, there's a capacitor to ground. Now we said we are going to use a 22 microfarad. Let me check if I have a 22 microfarad. Yes, I have it. So this is a 22 microfarad. So this side goes to ground. Make sure that this side where there's this sticker, you connect this pin to ground, and the other one is from the power supply. The positive side, not power supply, sorry. So I'm going to stretch it directly to ground. Yes. So we have connected that correctly. Yes. Now we are moving on well. Be free to pause the video if I'm going too fast. Okay, now we are in this capacitor. We are in this NE555, which we said is a monostable mode. So we have just connected another monostable mode here. So we're going to connect almost exactly to this one, only that we are going to vary this capacitor. So go ahead and take a 5.6K, this one, and place it from VCC like that. Now from VCC, pin number 2. Okay. First of all, this will this one. Okay, from VCC we are just going to connect pin number 7 and pin number 6 first before going to the other side. So pin number 6 and pin number 7 connected from that resistor we have placed. So pin number 7, place it there, and then pin number 6 from the same point, pin number 6. Yes. So it's a bit tough because you have to squeeze your hands through the resistors. Okay, now we are done with that. Then from there, there's a capacitor to ground. Now this time round, this capacitor will be different. I'm going to use 100 microfarad to ground. So 100 microfarad, then connect it to ground. So just ensure you've connected these things correctly to ground like that. Now there's another resistor connected to pin number 2. Then the other side of it is connected to the switch, then to ground. So resistor, again I'm going to use a 5.6. You can use a 5K if you have 5K. So from VCC, now here we are going to pass a jumper straight to pin number 2. Going to be a long one. Then we are going to connect it to this switch. So you can go ahead and connect the switch to ground first before connecting that. Yes, yeah, connected it to that point. Now the other side goes to this point. Connect it direct to the resistor like that. Now this in between here, we're going to pass a jumper straight to pin number 2. So we're going to lose a long jumper from this point straight to pin number 2. Oh, it's a long one. but don't worry. Just continue moving on. It's a long journey, but just going to push on. Yes, now I think we are done with most parts of this project. Now we are remaining with this CD4017. This CD4017, we have already connected the positive and the negative. Now pin number 15 and 14 are both connected to ground. So pin number 15 and 13, sorry, pin number 15 and 13 both connected to ground. So we are going to do that. Pin number 14, pin number 15 and pin number 13 both going to ground. So I've connected them both, then I'm going to jump them to ground. Yes, past that ground. Yes, now we are done with that. Now pin number 14 is the one that we are going to feed the signal from the NE55, and remember, is this middle one. This middle one is the one that's going to be driving this. So there's a jumper from pin number 3 straight to pin number 14. Again, we are going to use a long jumper since we cannot pass in between here. There are a lot of things happening. A lot of things are happening in between. So we cannot, yeah. Yes, so I think we are continuing on well. We are continuing on well. Yes. So, okay. Now, we had forgotten to place the pin from here straight to pin number 2 of this. Oh, we placed it in the wrong place. Sorry. It's supposed to be here, not this capacitor. It's supposed to be here. Sorry for that. Straight to pin number 2. Yes. Okay. Now I think we are moving on well. Now I think the only part remaining is just connecting this LED with the outputs of this CD4017. Now you should check it correctly to place them at the right place. Just going to use this diagram rather than using the schematic. Now go ahead and connect the negative pins of these LEDs to ground using a 1K or 1K or 2K according to the VCC you are going to supply your circuit with. Then the positive ones, you connect them according to this diagram. Please check the diagram well to make sure that you connect the pins correctly. The first LED connected pin number 3, second LED connected to pin number 2, third LED connected to pin number 4, fourth LED connected to pin number 7, fifth LED connected to pin number 8, 9, 10, sixth LED connected straight to pin number 1, seventh LED connected to pin number 5, 8th LED connected to pin number 6, 9th LED connected to pin number 9. Okay, pin number 9, diode 9. That works. 10th LED connected to pin number 11. So go ahead and do that. You can actually pause at this moment for you to do that. Let me connect mine. So guys, once you have already connected the LEDs like I showed you, LED 1 to pin number 3, 2 to pin number 2, 3 to pin number 4, 4 to pin number 7, 5 to pin number 10, 6 to pin number 1, 7 to pin number 5, 8 to pin number 6, 9 to pin number 9, and 10 to pin number 11.
then you are good to go. So these are the connections. Don't be surprised by the jumpers. That's just the connection. You can use small jumpers if you have, but for me, I don't have those small jumpers. Yes, so I've also added this transistor. It will also be overridden by the override at that resistor there. And yeah, I think we are good to go. So we can now test it out to check. Let me lower the light. Then once I press start, like that, you can see the LEDs are turning on. Okay, then you can choose the color that you wish to glow next. Now it's on the green one. Now, yes, now you can change the speed at which the LEDs by changing this capacitor right here. You can use a much lower one if you want the LEDs to run faster, because like in a casino they run a bit faster, not how mine is running. So these are 10 microfarad. Let's test it out and check how it's going to do. So I press start, and now they are running much faster on the orange LED, again on the green LED on the other side, again. I think it's going to land on the orange one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so yeah, we can choose even a much lower value, and I'm going to use a much lower value on that point. I'm going to use this 5.6 just to make it a little bit more faster, and I think this is a standard speed which I like. Yes, so that's fine. Now we can lower the light. Now let's test it out. Now that's much better. It's on the blue one. Okay, now we can start doing some guessing. I choose green next. Let's check. I have lost. I choose blue next. I choose blue next. I got it. I choose orange next. I choose orange next. This will be a real game. I'll be losing money right now. So yeah, so that's simply how the circuit is working. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to Tronic Synergy, where we do fun projects and we learn as well. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.